Gamers, when did you make a toxic player completely regret it? I was playing Fortnite Duos when I got matched with this kid who immediately started bragging before we even landed. I hope you're not one of those noobs who can't build, he said. I've won like 200 matches, so just follow my lead and maybe we'll actually win this. Every time I tried to fight an enemy, he'd jump in and steal my points, then brag about how he was carrying the team. See how it's done? That's why I'm way better than 99% of players. When I got defeated, instead of helping me, he'd take my gear while lecturing me about strategy. You need to learn from experienced players like me, he kept saying. I'm basically semi-pro level. I looked up his game history during loading. He had exactly 12 actual wins total, and most of his points came from hiding until the end instead of actually fighting. His building was sloppy and his aim was terrible, but he acted like he was ninja. Instead of arguing, I decided to play dumb. Wow, you're amazing. Can you teach me your techniques? His ego exploded immediately. Suddenly, he was the patient mentor, showing off basic 90s and explaining fundamental game mechanics like I was brand new. The perfect moment came during our final match of the night. We made it to the last few players, and I spotted the remaining enemies. 2 players camping in an obvious spot, completely focused on waiting for us to make a mistake. I've got this, my teammate announced. Watch and learn how a real player clutches. That's when I had my brilliant idea. Hey, I saw this cool strategy in a video. Want to try it? Before he could answer, I started leading us on the most ridiculous path possible, straight toward the enemies with no cover, making us completely obvious targets. What are you doing? He screamed as the enemies noticed our obvious approach and started shooting. It's called aggressive rotation, I replied cheerfully, continuing to build us into the worst possible position. The pros do this all the time. The enemy team had perfect shots. As we stumbled into their trap, my teammate got eliminated immediately, and while he was screaming for help, I was doing the most useless actions possible, making our situation even worse. Revive me! What is wrong with you? Instead of reviving him, I started doing emotes next to his knocked body. Oh, I learned this from watching streamers. We lost the match while I was still messing around. As the defeat screen appeared, he started absolutely losing his mind, screaming every curse word imaginable.